And we are live. Welcome back or welcome to The Truth Comes to Light podcast, where everything done in the dark is going to come to light. Every single detail in this world that is done in the dark is going to come to light. I'm your host, Jay Coven, and welcome to the show. For those of y'all that are new on The Truth Comes to Light podcast, talk about news from all over the world, the music industry, and more, please be sure to check out my previous podcast episodes on the channel. And also, please be sure to tune in to Real Spill Wednesdays. On Real Spill Wednesdays, talk about life topics and motivational quotes. Please be sure to check out the previous Real Spill Wednesday that I dropped on the channel. And also, go and support all of them, all the way from the beginning, all the way until now. Also, please sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications to get the latest updates on when I post a full Real Spill Wednesday or a full podcast episode. I know it's been a long time, over a month, since I didn't posted a podcast episode, but we're back on. Turn on the post notifications to get the latest updates on when I post all sorts of content. Y'all follow me on IG, TikTok, and X at The Truth Comes to Light podcast, because who knows, whatever I post on any one of those social media platforms is like a foreshadow for what the next podcast episode or the next Real Spill Wednesday will be about. But if you're not following any one of the social media platforms, you will be missing out on the content. So guys, get over on the social media platforms and support the social media platforms. I really thank each and every one of y'all that has been supporting the YouTube channel. Over 150 subscribers, 155 subscribers to be exact, over 300 videos. Like I said, it's been a minute since I didn't posted a podcast. I know, but we're back on dropping the podcast episodes, and I just thank each and every one of y'all that has came and supported, liked, comment, subscribe to the channel, doing everything y'all can to support the channel. So with that in mind, we are going to get straight into this podcast episode. A whole lot of things has been going on, but the biggest thing that has been going on worldwide is the Olympics. We are currently, as I'm recording this video, on day 11. As y'all can see, let me go ahead and put it on the screen for y'all. We're on day 11 of the Olympics, and currently the United States, the USA, has finally took the lead in regards to gold medals with 24 gold medals. We've had 86 right now total, but I don't know. I personally feel as though, like, with the U.S., we have more pressure versus all other countries like China, like Australia, like France. Like, they can get a silver medal, they can get a bronze medal, and they'll be cool with it. They'll be fine with it. But with the United States, it's like, okay, it's gold or nothing. Like, the silver don't really mean too much, and for sure the bronze doesn't mean too much. You have to get gold. So, yes, we have over, close to 30 more medals, 27 more medals, 86 compared to China's 59. But since there was a point in time where China had more gold medals than the U.S., to us, it was just like, man, like, what's going on is just downplayed. We have more silvers and we have more bronze than China. But since China had 22 and the U.S. had way less than that, it's like it was all getting downplayed. But shout out to everybody from all over the country that is competing for the Olympics. Let me go ahead and say that. And the United States, yes, I think we have the most amount of pressure out of any country because the amount of talent that we put out year in and year out in regards to all sports, football, basketball, rugby, baseball, all of these sports. Like, it doesn't matter if it's an Olympic sport or not an Olympic sport. It's just, since it's the U.S., it's under the most pressure, the most criticism out of any of the countries. But going back, it's day 11 of the Olympics. The USA now has the most gold medals, and it all comes back to the track and field team. And as y'all have probably seen, Noah Lyles shuts up all of the haters by coming back from last place and winning the 100-meter dash, running a 9.78 and I think like 0.5 seconds, and he wins it. He is officially the fastest man in the world. He started off in last place. He got off to a pretty bad start. He had the work, but he worked. He outlasted Kashane Thompson from Jamaica at the end, and that lean that he did gave him the W. And Yes, Noah Lyles shut up a whole lot of people. Noah Lyles has been getting hate ever since he made that quote when the Denver Nuggets had won, and he was just like, they're not world champions, they're just U.S. champions, which I 100% agree. I mean, they're only going up against, teams in the U.S. versus Noah Lyles and all the track people. They go up against people all around the world. So with this in mind, he was getting a whole lot of hate from all the NBA players and just everybody around. So when this 100-meter dash came, he had to step up. He had to step up and he had to shut up everybody. And he did at the very end. And it looked like Kashane Thompson won. To some people, it looked like he won, but Noah Lyles, like you can see when they did the photo finish, when they put it up on the screen, you can see that leaning. Remember, it's chest first. It's not about the foot, because Shane Thompson's foot was over the line versus Noah Lyles. But it was the chest, that lean that Noah Lyles did. He was already past the line versus Shane Thompson, and he straight stripped that gold medal from him. So let's go ahead and look at it. Let's go ahead and look at it.
There's an Olympic gold medal waiting for somebody who wants it the most.
So as y'all see right here, he's in last place, and we're probably around like 30 meters, 40 meters right here. He's in last place. He didn't get off to a good start at all.
There's an Olympic gold medal waiting for somebody.
Look at that. He had to work. He is in last place at 10 meters. Hold on.
Who wants it the most?
Still at 40 meters, he's in last place. Now he's gaining speed. Probably around that 60-meter mark, he probably is like in 6th place. But as you can see, Kashane Thompson, he's running strong. He came out the gates just running. Good start off, and that's what it has to be in a 100-meter dash. If you don't have a good start, it's hard for you to come back. It really is.
He's going with it.
So as you see, he's still in 2nd place. He's like in 3rd place right now, because as you can see, Kashane Thompson from Jamaica right there, he's in 1st. The one in the green is still like in 2nd place. Noah Lyles is right there. And right there, that lean got him the W. Everybody's thinking that Kashane Thompson won. Everybody's thinking that.
I think he got it. Lyles is looking anxiously.
And then Noah Lyles just won, and that was probably one of the hardest celebrations that he did. And then he said, "America, I got this." And he, like I said, he stole it from Kashane Thompson. And I personally ran track like in middle school, and maybe like, obviously, should I say, in high school they coach it different, and college they coach it different. But if I'm not mistaken, I don't think we're taught to lean across the finish line. You're taught to run through the finish line, because it's so hard to time a lean. Because if you lean too early, you're going to lose momentum and you're going to lose the race. If you lean too late, you're going to lose the race. So it's hard, especially running at Olympic speed, to get that perfect time to lean. Because if you would have leaned too early, because he had to work his way back. If he would have leaned too early, he would have lost momentum and he would have came in 2nd place. That lean alone saved him. It saved him to get that gold medal. Because if he did not lean, he would have got 2nd. And Kashane Thompson would have got his first, I think it's his first Olympic gold medal. And he took it. He took it and he had to work. That's one thing about Noah Lyles' game. He is a finisher. That's one thing about him, whether that's in the 100, really the 200 for real. He is a finisher, and he is just great at that. Like, that last 40 meters, he can push. He can push, and that is exactly what he did, and that is how he won the 100-meter dash. And just yesterday, as I'm recording this video, he won the 200-meter, and now he's in the semifinals, if I'm not mistaken. This was for the gold medal, silver medal, and bronze. I personally think, since he won the 100-meter, I think that he's going to win the 200-meter, because that's more of his race, in my opinion, from what I see. I think the 200 is more him, And the 100, like, he's good at the 100. Don't get it twisted. But that 200, I think he's better at it because with the 200, you have more time to, okay, you may get off a little bit, not as good as you saw after y'all saw that in this video. He didn't get off to a great start, but since he's a finisher, he can hog down everybody. And that's what you can do in the 200. So, personally, I think he can go after all three. The last person I think that went after all three was Usain Bolt. And this just goes to show, they ran a 9.79. I don't think anybody can get to Usain Bolt's 9.58. I don't see it. I don't see it for a long time. Usain Bolt was just 6'5", very tall, and he was just fast, long strides. Like, I don't think nobody in the U.S. and any other country, probably for about the next 12 years, maybe, next 3 Olympics, is going to come to that 9.58. I don't think so. I don't think so. And it's not going to be close because they're getting 9.79s. And don't get it twisted. Everybody on the track that just ran this 100 meters was fast. Look at this. Let me just, to put it in perspective.
Curry's going with him. This is close.
Look at how close it is right here. Look at how close it is between first place and not getting a medal at all. As you see, Kashane Thompson, second place. Noah Lyles, first place. I think that dude in the red up top, he came in third place. This dude right here in the green, he didn't even get a medal. And he probably ran like a 9.5, 8.2, 8.3, something like that. That's fast. I don't think y'all understand how fast that is. And he still didn't get a medal. Look at how close it is. And it's only going to be like this nowadays because these athletes are only going to get faster. But I don't see nobody getting close to Usain Bolt's 9.58. I really don't. But I think Noah Lyles can be the first person since Usain Bolt to win the 100, 200, and the 4x1 relay. So he is in the clear, and he's also the first American to win the 100 in over 20 years. So that says a lot. And he shut up a whole lot of people. Like, nobody can say anything now about Noah Lyles. He said what he said, and he came out and he won. Now, this puts pressure on the Team USA basketball team, the men's team, should I say. But we all know that the men's team is going to win. So, is it really pressure? I don't think it's necessarily pressure that, in regards to them winning because they're going to win. But if they did not win, however, Noah Lyles will forever have, like, the upper hand on them because you have your opportunity to play all of these countries in basketball and you still don't win. That's going to be something versus he's the fastest man in the world. Like, yeah, he's the fastest man in the world. He can talk. He can talk forever. He can talk until the next Olympics. He got 4 more years. And Noah Lyles is still, I think he's going to run in the next Olympics too. Let me see how old Noah Lyles is. Let's see. Noah Lyles is 27 years old. Yeah, he might run in the next Olympics in LA. He might run, so he's going to have, hate throughout because of what he said, but he shut them all up. And he shut them all up for at least 4 years. So, overall, good win for Noah Lyles. And let's move to the women. So, you had Gabby Thomas winning the gold medal in the 200. You had Sha'Carri Richardson winning silver. Like, we've been doing really, really, really well on the track and field. And I think that's what it is with, Team USA. We don't really do as well in all of the other Olympic events. But when it comes to basketball, when it comes to track, that's where we're going to shine at. That is where we're going to shine at. And that's what it was like. China's going to win in, like, table tennis. They're going to win in swimming. Even though we've had, some girls like Katie Ledecky, for an example, win in swimming. They just won a relay too, so they're doing good in swimming. But I think China, they've been doing good, and they've been doing good in all of the other events. But the U.S., we're going to shine in the track and field. We're going to shine in basketball and swimming, depending. So we're doing real good. The pressure, obviously, to win gold is something serious in the U.S., but it's crazy to, see that gold really doesn't mean that much in the United States. It really doesn't. It's not worth as much versus all of the other countries. So that was really crazy to see. Like, gold is probably worth like 37,000, 30,000. In other countries, that's probably worth like $500,000, $1 million, especially if you're the only person that's won a medal in your country, like Julian Alfred, who beat Sha'Carri Richardson in the 100 to get gold. She's the only person in her country, St. Lucia, to win a Olympic medal. Do you not know how much that is going to be? That is going to be a lot. That's going to be worth a lot. So it means more to other countries, but with the U.S., it doesn't mean as much, but we're still held under the highest amount of pressure and the highest amount of criticism. Isn't that kind of crazy? But overall, we're doing good. 3 more days of the Olympics, and I think that the United States once again is going to win the Olympics in regards to gold. We already are up by 30 in regards to total medals, but I think we're going to break the gold space in regards to China having 22. We have 24. We're going to get at least 2 from the men's team and the women's basketball team. So that's 2 right there. More gold medals are going to come from we got the 4x4 relay. We still got the hurdles. We still got more medals to go. So I think we're going to extend that gap, and we're going to break away from all the other countries in regards to gold. So overall, the U.S. is the best country. And good job to everybody that is participating in the Olympics. And shout out to everybody that has won the Olympics. Simone Biles, let's not get it twisted. Gymnastics, we're still up there. Everybody in gymnastics has been doing good. The men's team, the girls team, they've been doing really well. So let me shout y'all out. And overall, good job for the Americans. So I do want to move to the men's basketball team. Since they do have more pressure ever since Noah Lyles has won, the U.S. team just beat Brazil today as I'm recording this video, 122-87. LeBron James went out of the game. He got hit in the eye. He got 4 stitches. But overall, he was playing well. He had like 10 points and like 8 assists in the first half. He was playing really well. Joel Embiid was playing well. Joel Embiid was getting booed the whole entire game. He had 14 points. Anthony Edwards doing Anthony Edwards things, had 17 points. Devin Booker also played pretty good too. He had 18 points. Bam ain't really played too well. Curry, he didn't really shoot the ball. KD was doing KD things with 11. But overall, the U.S. was putting belt to ass on Brazil. I'm not even going to lie to you. And they played Serbia, and they played Serbia in the beginning of before they had got to Olympics, and I don't know what it's called, but they played Serbia and they beat Serbia, so I'm confident that they are going to beat Serbia, and they play, I think, the winner out of France, and I'm trying to think, who does France play? Let me see. They play Germany. There we go. So they either play France or Germany. Now, France has been going off, obviously, with Victor Wembanyama, Rudy Gobert. They beat Canada, which is crazy, with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Andrew Nembhard. Jamal Murray didn't play good at all. Dylan Brooks for sure didn't play good at all. And yeah, France, I personally believe that it was going to be France versus the U.S., and it probably is going to end up being that because they're just so big and they can play some defense. So I think they may give the U.S. a little bit of, a challenge, but I think overall, I think the USA men's team is going to end up winning the gold. And let's not get into the women's team. The women's team has been putting belt to ass too, so they haven't lost in years. So I personally believe that the women's team is going to continue to destroy. So overall, good win for Team USA, and they will go ahead and win against Serbia. So now, since we're done talking about the Olympics a little bit, I do want to move into the music industry, touch a little topic on there. After a month of Julio Foolio passing away, police have arrested 4 out of the 5 suspects. I know that they arrested 3 of them at the same time: Alicia Andrews, Isaiah Chance, and Sean Gathright. They end up getting arrested around the same time. Sean Gathright, he got arrested, I think, at a grocery store. And then Alicia Andrews and Isaiah Chance, they were arrested at the house. So it says right here, let's go ahead and go to it. So it says, gang warfare spilled into Tampa in June. Police said, and 5 people have been charged with plotting and coordinating an attack between 2 Jacksonville gangs that killed a prominent rapper, Julio Foolio. Tampa Police Chief Lee Burkhaw announced the arrest of 3 suspects in the killing: 21-year-old Isaiah Chance, 21-year-old Alicia Andrews, and Sean Gaffrey. He was 18 years old. In a news conference at the department's downtown headquarters Monday afternoon, Davion Murphy, 27, and Rashad Murphy, 30, has also been charged with the murder. They arrested Davion. I don't think they got Rashad just yet. And they also, they planned the whole thing. As y'all know, it was Julio Foolio's birthday, and they had the birthday at the Airbnb, and they ended up shutting down the Airbnb, so you had to move the location to a hotel in Tampa. And as y'all know, he got set up, and he just got killed. Like, it was really bad. They had the picture of Julio Foolio's face, and it was horrible. And all 3 of these people, Alicia Andrews, Isaiah Chance, and Sean Gaffrey, they're a part of Young and Ace's ATK group. And it was said in the police conference that they're on Young and Ace. They're on his ATK group, and yeah, they is on him. And I want to show y'all. Let's go ahead and look at. Let me see if I can find the surveillance of the shooting. I want to see this.
At the hotel.
So here's the video.
And you can see the shooters.
So they using Tesla cams from cars. They're using the hotel. Like, where is this footage coming from? This is like the clearest footage that I probably have seen. And as y'all see, they come around and they end up shooting him. Y'all gonna see a car. He's right there. And as y'all saw, he can't back up. He can't back up. Whoever's driving the car, he can't. She can't back up. I think it was the girl that was actually driving the car. But he or she can't back up. Obviously, they can't turn around because there's somebody over there. So they had to go straight. They had no choice but to go straight.
It's moving and trying to flee.
And obviously they're getting up out of there. You get what I'm saying? And they're running into 3 shooters. One right there, and there was 2 that had came. Boom. with ARs. Like, he had no chance at all.
In that vehicle.
You got one hiding behind that car. You have one over there. And they're just lighting up the car. And look at these angles.
It's clear
like,
from that video.
They literally got caught.
What they were set out to do and what
in 8K. They got caught in 8K. Now, what I heard, and I think this is the story. I think the girl, obviously, with the girls getting arrested for the murder, 9 times out of 10 they're setting it up. And she was at the party. Let's go to it. She was at the party, okay? He was giving out the location of, okay, they're going here. I think he was the shooter, and these two people were the shooters. But Alicia and Isaiah, they just set the whole thing up. She was at the party, the first party that they was at, before it had ended up getting, shut down and they had to go to a new spot. So she was probably texting Isaiah. Okay, they moved the spot. Isaiah was texting Sean, and, Sean was probably texting Rashad and Davion. Okay, this is where they're going to be at. They pull up. Boom, they pull up. And right when they do that, they are already waiting for them with ARs, waiting for Julio Foolio. And boom, when they pop in, Julio Foolio, he gets killed just like that. So Alicia and Isaiah, they set the whole thing up. And from what I just saw, they're telling on themselves. They're literally telling. So it says, Rashad Murphy, a.k.a. Ghost, I guess that's what they call him on the street, sent out a text message hours after Foolio was killed. I'm coming home. My thirst is quenched. Pop a bottle of Don Julio today. So they're telling on themselves. And then, obviously, they're going to have their phones on them. So, obviously, when you have your phone, it pings off all of these towers, cell phone towers. So, all of their phones is going to be right at the crime scene. They have this Tesla footage, which I ain't never seen, not a day in my life. That's probably the clearest footage that I've seen. They have cameras all around this hotel, everywhere. So, they're caught. They're caught point blank, period. They got all of the evidence. All of the evidence. Camera footage, cell phone footage. And you really think out of all three of these people plus the two shooters, Rashad Murphy and Davion, they probably ain't gonna tell. But you think this girl Alicia and Isaiah they gonna tell. They is going to, somebody gonna get the snitching. Somebody. And I think it's gonna be the girl. She gonna hear, oh, you finna be sentenced to life in prison. You ain't gonna never see your family. She gonna hear that in that interrogation room. Or the lawyer may say that. So she gonna try and get into a plea and start telling. Oh, and she gonna get to telling real fast. Somebody gonna tell. And 9 times out of 10, it's just a girl. Or it's gonna be Isaiah because he was texting the other people. They gonna tell. The ones that setting the whole thing up and not being the shooters, 9 times out of 10 is going to tell. 9 times out of 10 is going to tell. So, yeah, it took a month, but they got all of the evidence that they needed. And it's clear cut. It's clear cut. And it's crazy. It's really crazy that Young and Ace had Sean in his music video. I think Game Over? He had it in the music video. And he was one of the shooters. Had the whole mask and all of that. So, yeah, like, he knows something about it. And they're going to be on Young and Ace. The whole Jacksonville city is already on him. They going to try and get a RICO. They going to try and get a RICO on him. Some way, shape, or form. Especially now with killing Julio Foolio. Yeah, they're going to get something like that on him. But on the note of being a gangster in this world, it's as messed up as so many people want to be that live in good communities. It's like, you only have 2 ways. It's either you're going to be in jail or you're going to be dead. It's one of the two. It's going to be one of the two. And so many people want to be in that lifestyle and play that dangerous game versus just being like, regular people. And even the people that live in the hood, that are born in the hood. You don't have to be a gangbanger. You don't have to be a gangster just because you see that in your environment. You can be the next athlete. You can be the next person to go to college. You can be the first person in your family to do something big, whether that's going to college, making some good money. Be the first to do something. You don't got to rely on the streets. You don't got to rely on, people that make bad choices and you want to be their friends, and now you hang around their friends, and now you have a whole circle of people that just make wrong decisions, and you know that your true self, that ain't you. But since you hang around those people, you get caught up in something that you don't need to be caught up in. You get what I'm saying? So I'm not going to say that with Julio Foolio, I don't want to say that this was destined to happen, but when you're in the streets for so long and you have so many ops and you have to always look over your shoulder, I mean, is it really, at some point in time, it may just be that day where one of your ops may come and try and kill you. And in this case, ops, because it was more than one people. It was 5 total people. So it's like playing that gangster lifestyle, it may be cool. The money may be coming in at a fast rate, something that you've never seen before. You may be having all the hoes and fucking all of them and shit like that. You having the drugs, you know what I'm saying? Rapping may be working out, so now you doing that plus living this lifestyle, and it's just all like a full circle, but you playing a dangerous game with your life. You feel what I'm saying? You playing Russian roulette every single day. You know what I'm saying? And today just may be your day that you may pass away. And then you got to put on this image that you this game banger too. So you go and do all of these crimes. You may have to mess around and kill somebody. And some people, instead of using rap to get out of something, they use it in a negative way. And they still decide to be that gangster at the end of the day. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like Julio Foolio, I think he knew that his day was coming. I personally feel like he knew. And from what I've been hearing, he ain't never really post his moves like this on social media like he was saying, like, pull up here, pull up here, pull up here. Especially if you have ops, you're just not going to do that point blank, period. If you have ops, why are you going to post you're at this location? And you know your ops can easily pull up on you in a blink of an eye, no matter where you're at. They were in Tampa. Tampa's like, what? Like 4 hours from Jacksonville? 3 hours from Jacksonville or something like that? It's far. And they still came and was waiting for him at a hotel. And killed them just on the spot. Just like that. So being a gangster, like, it comes with a whole lot of bad, no matter who you are. It's just bad, whether you're in jail or dead. And even if you try and get out that lifestyle, it's like, it seems like once you're in it, it's like you can't really get out unless it's one of those two anyway. So rest in peace to Julio Foolio. Like I said, I really want to say rest in peace. I really want to give my condolences out to the mom, because the mom was talking about it, and hearing that from a parent's perspective that your son was killed is probably the worst feelings ever. That's the worst way to die, getting killed, especially if you're a mother and you hear your own son get killed. Like, that ain't something that you expect from, what could happen to your son. You probably thinking anything else, maybe getting sick, old age or something, but hearing that your son get killed, let alone at a young age, like, that's devastating. You get what I'm saying? That's very devastating. I don't think you can heal from that. Like, if it's old age, like, I'm not gonna say you can really heal from like a death, but like, some things won't like be as hurtful. The way of dying may not be as hurtful. Like, a death is still gonna hurt, don't get it twisted. But if you get killed, especially at a young age, I don't know if it'll be as bad as dying from old age and you're like 90 plus years old when you know like your time won't come. Like, dying young is just it's just bad all around. Dying period is just bad all around. But that lifestyle of being a gangster, that's just what comes with it. It's just what comes with it. And I'm not saying that he needed to die. I'm not saying none of that. But the lifestyle that he was living, it was a possibility that could happen. You know. So I want to say rest in peace to Julio Foolio. Thankfully, the police got the people that killed him, and they're going to all be charged with murder, first-degree murder, and they are going to get sentenced to life in prison. They got too much evidence on them. Too much. Phones, camera footage. They don't need nothing else. They probably got the guns, too. They see the guns anyways. So they have it. And Young and Aces, they're going to be hot on ATK. They're going to be very, very hot on him. So, yeah. So, go ahead. Rest in peace to Julio Foolio. And shout out to the police for getting some justice for Julio Foolio's mom. So I've been seeing this on TikTok. It's been blowing up a little bit, and it has been a little bit of talk of discussions for, you know, people in relationships or just people just, you know, on the YouTube platform a lot. Queen Naija and Clarence. Now, I talked about this on my Real Spill. I did a video about when is the right time to pop the question. And in that video, they did a relationship advice video. And one of the questions was, boyfriend of 10 years has not asked, like, to propose to me, and what should she do? And they basically, you know, answered, and Queen was like, if it went on 10 years and she ain't get a ring, she's leaving. Well, some more things have been brewing in the pot. So, it's their anniversary, 6-year anniversary, and they posted a video, and it says Queen buys a Porsche, and they basically traded in the G-Wagon and got a Porsche, and Clarence got Queen Naija some roses for the 6-year anniversary, and I think the Porsche too, but I know he got the roses for her. And I just want y'all to just hear how she responds, hear how she reacts to Clarence getting the roses for her.
I was waiting on Clarence to come get me because I'm about to go get my next car. I'm going to show you guys. He brought me all these roses that I so appreciate. I love roses. And I got a lot of flowers now. I got to find a vase. But it's our 6-year anniversary. We've been together for 6 years, you guys. So there's that. I don't know if y'all remember, but July 29, 2018, we posted a video. And he basically said that I was his girlfriend in the video. So that's when we made it official, even though we was probably doing things before the video. But yeah, just wanted to throw that little nugget in there. Thank you.
6 years.
Thank you for the roses, sweetheart.
No problem. There's more, too.
There's more what?
Like, there's
More roses?
more surprises, I think.
Thank you.
Not really a surprise.
See, and then she said, dang it. So, based off looking at that, it's not looking too good at all. Because she got the roses, and it's been 6 years. And with somebody like Queen is 28 years old. Queen is looking for that ring. At least with Chris, even though Chris cheated, and we know how Chris is, you feel what I'm saying? At least Chris saw what Queen had, and Chris proposed, if I'm not mistaken, and they were married. She had to file a divorce. But it's been 6 years, and she's looking for that ring. And when she got the roses, all she said was, that's that. Like, it's not looking too good in the relationship. And I don't know how long it's going to be. I don't even know if Queen is going to stay. But somebody like Queen and the value that she does bring, I feel like Clarence has to propose. They've been doing marriage things. She got a kid with Clarence now, legend. He's been staying in the house, doing all of these marriage things, but there has been no ring. It's just like Queen is girlfriend material to Clarence and nothing more. Nothing more. And it's been 6 years. Now, I could see if it's been like a couple of years, but 6 years is a little minute. And especially with us dudes, we know when it's the one. Like, I don't know if he's ready for it doesn't look like he's ready for that commitment at all, but it's been so long. And Queen is it's a sticky situation for both of them, because now it has got to the point, as y'all can see, based off of her language, her body language, and what she said when Clarence was like, there's more surprises. She was just like, dang it. Like, it's going to be like this. It's going to turn into this. If Clarence proposes, it's not even going to be like, I don't think it's going to be on some real, like, genuine propose. I think it's going to be on it's going to be a hushing. That's exactly what it's going to be. It's going to be a hushing, like, here, damn, like, I got you what you wanted. But does he really want that commitment? No. Because I feel like if he wanted the commitment at the moment, he would do it. Especially you have a kid. Like, you have all of these, you're doing marriage things and y'all not married. So I feel like now it has got to the point to where it's going to be more of a hushing versus an actual, real, genuine, this is the time, I love you, I want to spend the rest of my life with you, you have done amazing things for me, and with that being said, would you marry me? It's not going to be like that. He may say those things, but deep down, it's more so a hushing. It's been this long, the people in the comment section has been saying a whole lot of things, like it's been 6 years. I can tell by your body language, maybe the things that go on behind closed doors. Here, I'm going to just go ahead and get you a ring. Boom. But at least Chris saw this. Chris proposed. But it's like somebody like Queen with the qualities that she have with the music, doing YouTube, all of these things that she does. And it's been 6 years. Like, personally, I said it in the real spell, and I'm going to say it again. I'm saying 3 to 5. 3 to 5. That's probably like the best. That's the best time. Now, obviously, situations are different. Age plays a big factor, but Queen is 28. Let me see Clarence. Let me see how old Clarence is. Clarence. 1993. So he's 30. So he's 30 years old. And plus, like I said, situations are different. They're financially stable. Queen is financially stable off of YouTube and making music. He's financially stable off of YouTube. But obviously, if it wasn't for Queen, that'll be a whole different discussion. But we're not gonna talk about that right now. What we're gonna talk about is the fact that they're financially stable. They have a kid, 2 kids together at that. One from Clarence, one from Chris, and he's been raising them, been doing good. They're living life together. It seems like based off of what they post on YouTube, it's good. They're able to go on trips. They're able to afford these things. They're doing all of this, but it's been 6 years. He's not ready for the commitment. Will he ever be ready for the commitment? I'm not going to say. Because at the end of the day, I'm not in that relationship. I'm not Clarence. But what I will say is, based on the outside looking in, it looks like Queen is waiting for it and she's not happy in regards to that. Because it's 6 years, he got her some roses and it's like, that's that. Just had to throw that in there. Dang it. And she's saying that something behind closed doors is going wrong. It's going left. So Clarence is gonna have to do something quick, fast, and in a hurry, because the longer this goes on, it's going to just make the relationship go down. And Clarence isn't gonna leave. Clarence feels like, I personally think, like, I mean, everything is fun, you know? Like, I just think Queen's gonna just have to leave this. That's the only way she's going to be the one that's going to leave. It's not going to be Clarence. It's not going to be Clarence. Now, Clarence, I'm pretty sure has, you know, the same love and same feelings for Queen. But if she wants what she wants And if she doesn't see that she's not getting what she wants, she's going to have to leave, point blank, period. It's not going to be Clarence. She's going to either have to have that conversation with Clarence or she's going to have to leave. But the downside of having that conversation, like I said, when that time does come, it's going to be more so a hushing. Like, here you go. It's not going to feel genuine. So it's like she's kind of boxed in right now, because having that conversation, in my personal opinion, is only going to make things go down in regards to the genuineness of Clarence when it does come. But it can also be like, okay, they have the conversation, he see where she coming from, like, but it's still, I think, will just come down to it. It's now gonna get watered down. It's gonna be a watered down proposal. So it's been 6 years. What do y'all think down in the comment section? What is the right time to propose? And especially if y'all were in the same like situation financially as them, like, when do y'all think is the right time for y'all man to propose? Because they're living good. They have the money. It's not like they're not financially stable. It's not like they're young. They're not 22. They're not, 19. They're not young like Chris was. And Chris proposed at a young age. They were married. Clarence is 30. Queen is 28. They're good. They didn't live life. They didn't live a long life in regards to, doing, like, experiencing things. They didn't travel. They didn't did that. And they had a kid. I think that kid is really, like, the turning point. When you have that kid, and especially y'all are still together, it's like, for a woman, it's going to be like, damn, like, okay, I had a kid. What's going on? Where's the ring? You feel what I'm saying? And if Queen leaves, I think it's going to look bad on her a little bit, because to the dudes, it's like, okay, you have 2 baby daddies. You're not married. What is going on? And then if Queen says that she doesn't want to have another kid unless she's married, that's really going to have men think, because it's like 2 baby daddies, they ain't marry you. What is going on? When from the outside looking in, for this relationship in particular, I don't know if he's ready, but Chris cheated. If somebody cheats on you, you leave. Point blank, period. You don't never take nobody back if they cheat on you. So, but it's not going to be looked at that. It's not going to be looked as that. It's going to be looked at 2 baby daddies, 2 kids if I'm not mistaken, no ring, you're finna be 30. It's like she's going to be a percentage. She's going to be a number in regards to, she's already won in regards to divorce rates, but single parents, black households, like, it's just nothing but numbers, nothing but percentages. That's what it's going to look like if she does leave. And I feel like she's in a bad position right now. She's really just hoping that one day Clarence can propose, so that way she's happy. And that's all we want. We just want, Clarence to be happy. We want Queen to be happy. But I'm not going to say, she's not happy in regards to that aspect. She's more so questioning. She's probably happy the relationship, but in regards to the marriage aspect, she's really questioning that she picked the right person. Like, what is going on? It's been 6 years and they've done a lot. And especially that kid. That kid does something to women. Like, you brought a kid in this world. You got to take care of this kid. Change the diaper, watch it grow up. Like, that's an emotional turnaround, an emotional spin for women and men that want to be there for the kid's life. So it's like, when that happens and you're still not there, it's just, what is going on? What is going on? So, personally, I would say 3 to 5 years is the best time to propose, because you done been through so many experiences with this person. Y'all done bounced back. Y'all done did things together, experienced life. I think 3 to 5 years, and it gives you time to really understand a person, because you go through the honeymoon phase, then when that goes away, now you see that person for who it is. It's not all good. Not every relationship is just going to be peaches and cream. It's not going to be just highs all the time. Everything is good. I just love you. Like, nah, there's going to be some lows. There's going to be some arguing. There's going to be times where y'all just argue over little shit. There's going to be times where y'all just argue and y'all don't like each other for weeks at a time. Or there's going to be times where it's like every single thing may turn into an argument. It may be something small, like, you know, but if you're able to accept the person for who it is, who they are, if you're able to accept them, you know, and love them for not just their looks, because looks can only get you so far. Looks can only get you as far as, I personally would say, a few months. Especially once you hit, because it's like once you hit, especially a couple times, it's like, okay, you know, especially if they have a pissy attitude, because you can look good, but if you have a pissy attitude, like, nobody's going to want to deal with that at all. So you got to truly like them, and you have to truly like want to learn your partner. And that's vice versa to y'all women. If you want to be in a relationship with a man, you got to learn them. You got to learn who they are. It's not just about their looks. It's not just about that, because they can have a bad attitude. They cannot be clean. They cannot know how to take care of you, treat you right as a woman, not know how to be a man in the relationship. But since they look good, is that really a pass? No, it's not a pass. They got to do all of these things for you. And then you just got to learn them, and accept them. We all make mistakes. Men and women, we all make mistakes in a relationship. We're all going to argue. But if it's just off of looks, how far is that going to get you? You're going to leave because of an argument? No. Because every relationship is going to have arguments, but it's about how you bounce back. If the love is still going to be strong after an argument. And then if one person doesn't like something and another person doesn't like something, y'all come, have a conversation, and y'all fix it, so that way both of y'all could be happy. So if you learn your partner, if you become a student of your partner, I'm telling you, your relationship is going to last. If both of y'all, you know, give each other the same energy, the same time of day, and truly learn each other. Because that's what it is in a relationship. That's what it is in a relationship. It's all about learning and growing. If you're able to learn and grow with your partner, instead of an argument may happen and y'all just grow apart, it's not going to work. You can't grow apart. You got to grow together. You got to love each other and give each other the same energy day in, day out. And that's how it is. And that's all Queen wants. So, Clarence, what I will say, man, it's been 6 years. With the life that y'all are living and the age that y'all are, it's got to at least come before 30. It's got to come at least 30 or before. Because if it goes on and she turns 30 and there's still not no ring, that's going to be 8 years. 7 years going to be something too. But it's going to be 8 years since y'all are together. It's getting close to that 10. Queen said if it's 10, she's out of there. And base how it is slowly turning until she's not becoming real happy. It's becoming that ring gotta come, man. That ring has to come in order for Queen to be happy. I feel bad for Queen, I really do. But hopefully, you know, they can get their relationship together and Queen can get married and be happy. And so can Clarence. Whether that's with Queen or without Queen, and vice versa. Whether Queen can be happy with Clarence or somebody else. But Queen is in a weird situation right now, because if she breaks up, she's just going to turn into another number statistic, single, 2 kids, 2 baby daddies. It's bad. It's bad. It really is. Clarence, has been so long. It's like, are you ready for the commitment? Like, it's bad for both parts. So hopefully they can get it together. So the last thing that I want to talk about, we're over halfway through the month. We are in August, which means we have 4 more months until the end of the year. And I want to give, my album of the year, rap album of the year candidates. Now, there's been, some good albums that have came out. You've had Gunna's album, you've had Future's album, We Don't Trust You, We Still Don't Trust You. You didn't have some good albums. And not just rap. Party Next Door also had a good album. We did have some pretty good albums this year. And obviously, as we know, Kendrick is MVP of 2024 in regards to artist. He has been running away with it. Not Like Us is still on. And he's just been doing big time things. So, Like That, still one of the hardest songs of 2024 in my personal opinion. All of his diss songs with Drake, I personally believe he won the diss versus Drake. So, he's already like MVP 2024. So, with that, in regards to album of the year, now, I had 3 albums that I really listened to. Now, I think the popular opinion of album of the year is going to be Future, Metro Boomin, We Don't Trust You with, Young Metro, We Don't Trust You, Like That type shit. Cinderella, Seen It All. So many great songs on that album. Fraud. So many great songs. It's best album. Hands down, like top to bottom in regards to the popular opinion. Like, it's a great album. And the fact that Future been rapping, since 2003, and he is still over 20 years in the game, and he is just continuously getting better. Like, the consistency of Future really needs to be studied. He's been, like, on a roll since, I would say, like, I think he found his way like 2012, but like from 2015 to now, like he is on a roll and he is not letting up like one bit. And I think We Don't Trust You is probably one of I don't know where it will rank in regards to all of his albums. I think I need to do a Future discography in regards to all of his albums, and we gonna see where his albums all do rank. But We Don't Trust You is towards the top. We Still Don't Trust You is pretty good, but it's not as good as We Don't Trust You. It don't have the heavy hitters like We Don't Trust You. Like, it has Out of My Hands. It has Drink and Dance. Streets Made Me a King. Nights Like This. Overload. Like, it has good songs on there, but in regards to heavy hitters, it just doesn't compare. We Don't Trust You is better than We Still Don't Trust You. The intro song's just better. So, I think Future's just been on a very good run. Very, very good run. And We Don't Trust You is like popular opinion best album of the year. But I personally believe that Sauce Walker's Sauce Father 2 is album of the year. Now, hear me out. Like I said, Future, We Don't Trust You, popular opinion, everybody's going to say that's album of the year. But Sauce Father 2, for those of y'all that have not heard of Sauce Walker from Houston, go ahead and check out that album. Master P, Katie Ledecky, Rules with Boss Man, D-Lo. He's got a Travis Scott feature on there. Lil Jeremy's on there. He's got so many good songs. YTB Fat, Where's My Soda, featuring him. Very good songs. I think that album, top to bottom, and I'm not even a person that listens to Sauce Walker like that. His freestyles, his Pusha P freestyles is great. All of his freestyles are great. But this album right here, Sauce Father 2, 90% of the album is like top tier. He has Lil Yachty on the album, Scratch My Rolls, great song. And I don't even listen to Chopped and Screwed, but the way that he put Chopped and Screwed at the end of like every single song, like it was hard. It was hard. And he's independent. That's the crazy thing. He's not even signed to a record deal. He's doing this independent by himself. And the fact that he dropped Sauce Father 2, Sauce Father 2 is like really, really good. I personally believe that it's album of the year. It's album of the year. It's not going to get the credit that it deserves, but Sauce Walker, that album, Sauce Father 2, top tier. Top fucking tier. You feel what I'm saying? Katie Ledecky is probably the best song on the album in my personal opinion. Where's My Soda At? It's top 5. Rules with Boss Man D-Lo. Boss Man D-Lo, his album's also a candidate for album of the year too. And he is also like possibly like top 3 in regards to MVP artist. Boss Man D-Lo has been running the summer. Him and Kendrick is like 1-2 in regards to that. But going back, Rules with him and Sauce Walker, very good song. Money Counter, top tier. Fifth Ward, hard. Like he got songs on the album. So for those of y'all that don't listen to Houston music, Houston rap, check out Sauce Father 2 by Sauce Walker. You will not be disappointed. And also check out Sauce Walker's freestyle. You will not be disappointed. His punchlines is top 10. He said it on Academics podcast. He feels like he can compete with the best of the best. Drake, Kendrick, Cole, Jay-Z in regards to rapping and his bars. I believe him 100%. And that's not even me being biased. His bars is top tier. You gotta listen to what he's saying because he's really speaking that real, and it's fire. It's fire 100%. So personally, We Don't Trust You is like the popular opinion for album of the year, but I think Sauce Father 2 is album of the year. And Vultures, Kanye West and Ty Dolla $ign, that's also a hard album. Carnival had its little run. Keys to My Life, King, Paid, Burn, like that album was top tier too, but I just think that Sauce Walker album is hard. Speaking of Kanye West and Ty Dolla $ign finally dropped Vultures 2. It's been so long. I feel like they dropped it too late. And off of first listen, I didn't listen to the full album, but I listened to a couple of songs, and it wasn't really hitting like that. They're still updating the album. It just ain't sound right. It really didn't sound right. So I think that Sauce Walker's album is the best album. Vultures, like I said, is up there. Vultures is up there. Party Next Door album is up there. But I think We Don't Trust You is a better album. It ended up turning out to be a better album than Vultures. And I said that at the beginning. When I heard Type Shit, I was like, oh yeah, that album is top tier. I personally, let me know down in the comment section. I think that Type Shit with Playboi Carti, Future, and Travis Scott is better than Carnival. I think overall as a song, like, it's better. Like, yes, it's different. It's a different type of vibe. Like Carnival is more so art, while Type Shit is more so of an anthem. They're both great, but I think Carnival is like, it's a art, like in regards to everybody doing their part. Like Kanye doing his part, Ty Dolla $ign doing his part, Rich the Kid doing his part, Playboi Carti doing his part. And that whole album, Vultures, was more so like, it was just a work of art. Versus Type Shit is more so an anthem. You feel what I'm saying? Like, if you're more so for the hype, every single line of the song, like, you would like that. It's like literally pushing P on steroids, literally. So, I think Type Shit, in my eyes, that's what I really look for. I look for the anthems. I think it's better than Carnival, but Carnival, don't get it twisted. Carnival, very good. Carnival was up there on billboards for a hot minute. It was everywhere for a hot minute. So, yeah, Vultures overall, it was a work of art. I would say that it's a part of the album of the year candidates as well, but I don't know. I'm not being biased. I think Sauce Father's album is top tier. It is top tier. Party Next Door, P4, very good album too. No Chill, Lose My Mind, Control, Make It to the Morning are the best 4 songs on that album in my personal opinion. My favorite song is Make It to the Morning. No Chill has been doing numbers, especially on TikTok. Oh my, like it's doing it's doing really good. So Party Next Door, shout out to you. Your album is really good too. And that was my first album that I really listened to by Party Next Door. Party Next Door, like I never really listened to him like that, but that album was the truth. So let me know down in the comment section, who do y'all think has album of the year? And have I forgot about an album? Like I said, Boss Man D-Lo's album is a really good album. Boss Man D-Lo had to grow on me though. At first I didn't like him. I thought that he stole like Boston Richie's flow, but the more I listen to him, I'm like, Boss Man ain't that bad. Boss Man hard. So go ahead, give me a comment on who do y'all think has album of the year? Point blank period. Is it We Don't Trust You? Or is it somebody else that I didn't name? So let me know down in the comment section. So with that in mind, that's the end of this podcast episode. If y'all made it here, please sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications so you get the latest updates on post a full podcast episode or a full Real Spill Wednesday. More videos will be coming out real soon. Y'all follow me on IG, TikTok, and X at The Truth Comes to Light Podcast. And with that in mind, I love each and every one of y'all. And y'all have a nice rest of y'all day.